In today's video we will be exploring the modern side of Manila. It's the Mall of Asia right there. Literally had to check to see how we actually in a mall.
I know.
And there's a marching band. Of course there is.
They have everything.
And the historic side.
It goes back to the 1500s and it was built by the Spanish.
Obviously with the Spanish influence it does feel like, as Matt said earlier, we're back in Europe.
I'd highly recommend, if you are coming to Manila, honestly, take a trip down to Intramuros and rent these bikes to get around. It's deadly.
We will get a glimpse into how Manila used to look under Spanish rule, stretching back to the 1500s. And of course we'll be looking at how Manila is today. So we're going to start this video with the modern side of Manila, more specifically the Mall of Asia.
The Mall of Asia is the largest mall in the Philippines, and from our research it's the 5th largest mall in the world.
Oh no! First impressions, the escalators aren't working.
Right, so I'm just reading here, it was built in 2006. It has over 600 shops. There's a venue attached that holds concerts and events. It has the biggest IKEA in the world. It has an Olympic-size ice rink, wow, and an IMAX cinema with one of the biggest 3D screens. Right, so let's go and check it out.
Okay, we're in, but we had to switch cameras to the GoPro because when we were outside, the security guard came over and said we're not allowed to film.
Not allowed, sir. You want to get permit in the admin private area.
So I don't know how the GoPro is allowed because it's going to be doing the same thing, filming. Yeah, but because we had the Loomis with the mic and stuff like that, he just said no, you can't do that. So he allowed us to jump on the GoPro, which is fine. So first impressions after just getting in here, we don't really know where to start.
It's so big, honestly.
It's massive.
Right, so already we're seeing a few good shops. I see Forever 21 and Zara, so a few Western shops that we'd obviously recognise. But again, we just would be blown away with these malls over in Southeast Asia. We always say they're on another level. They are so big, you would honestly get lost walking around them. So yeah, we're not really too sure how much of it we'll actually get to see today, but we do have a few things that we want to pick up.
Okay, so from what we can gather, although it's the largest mall in the Philippines, it does only have 3 floors. We're going up to the top, that's where we're going to start. We're going to work our way down. So far what I can see is that it's very long. So some of the malls that we've been in Southeast Asia are very, like there's like 10, 11 floors. This is only 3, but it's very, very long.
And very wide. I think it stretches out into a couple of different buildings, and there's like different archways to bring you into the next part of it.
Obviously doing what we do, filming all the time, we run out of hard drive space. We've about 5 of them and they're all full. So we're on the lookout for one. We definitely think we'll get one in here. Just by walking around in the last 5 minutes, it seems to have such a variety of shops. So I think pretty much anything you want or need. If you don't get it here, well then I don't think you'll get it anywhere.
Right, so I'm just looking online and there's a Power Mac, it's like a computer store, but it says it's 1.6 kilometers away. So that will show you how big this place is.
Jesus.
Right, so we did mention there's an Olympic-sized ice rink here and we're at it. Now, we would have loved to go into it, but the queue is out the door, as you can see. It's very busy. It's a Saturday, so that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, it's cool. Oh my god, you can actually do archery here. Isn't it?
Also random.
So random, yeah. So you have ice skating here and then you have archery here.
Right, seriously starting to doubt that we're actually in a mall because we're after stumbling across a laser tag arena. So there's people in there. It's like actually like a little amusement park or something, isn't it?
And there is an amusement park outside of the mall, so we only realised in our last video we actually ended it at the bay where the big Ferris wheel is, and it's like there's entertainment going on out there, so there's a lot of like carnival rides and stuff, and that's actually part of the Mall of Asia. There's also a little play centre in there for the kids then, so it's fun for everybody. The kids can play and the adults can shop. So we're after seeing loads of little dogs around the mall, which is great. You're allowed to bring your dog to the mall with you. But it must be a rule that they need to wear like a little nappy or something in case they go to the toilet, because every dog we see has a little nappy on.
So funny.
It's hilarious.
Okay, so yes, as Matt said at the beginning of this video, there's over 600 shops in this mall, and I'm going to guess that majority of them are food shops because we're walking around, we're smelling all the incredible food that's being made here. From what we can see, it has everything like Japanese food, Korean food, Western food, Filipino food, Thai food. There's so much variety here, so you definitely won't go hungry in this mall. Okay, so this shop is called H&M, but I call it the danger zone. Because Samantha is like a wild animal in these shopping malls.
This is a great one. It's huge. They have everything.
And as well, one of the reasons that we're here is obviously we had to come down and see it. It's the largest mall in the Philippines, but also as well we are heading to the islands very, very soon, so we just wanted to get a few more bits just before heading there.
A few little accessories.
A few bits of beachy accessories. Yeah,
Yeah.
beachy accessories.
I can't choose which one. I like all three. Maybe I have to get all three.
Yeah, I was going to say that's code for Keelan. Will I just get all three? Okay, sunglass update. She's not getting any of them. She's looking for different ones now. To give you an idea of how indecisive Samantha is, we are in the queue, about to be served, and she still has both of them in her hand because she can't decide which one. This is literally going to be at the counter and just pick one. Oh, stop.
I spotted some more.
And then made me stand in the queue. I don't even have anything to buy, and I'm standing in the queue. I didn't want to lose our spot.
Happy shoppers.
Okay, so we come to like a little outdoor area of it, which is kind of cool. It's got like colourful trees and stuff like that, and there's a marching band. Of course there is. But
there's everything, yeah. There's loads of little lights and all. It's starting to obviously light up now because it's getting late and dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. They have everything. Is that a marching band?
There is.
Yeah,
We're trying to
is,
catch
look.
the marching band to see why there's a marching band in a mall.
Yeah, loads of little stalls of like food stalls as well along here.
Yeah, like I said before, the variety in this mall is just it is amazing. Jeez, these are the fastest marching band I've ever seen in my life. We can't catch them.
We're trying to find a hard drive and we're just finding everything else other than a hard drive.
This is the thing with these malls, like if you actually come in, and we've been in these malls before where we have nothing to get, so we're just walking around and it's grand, but when you're actually in need of something, you have to get it, then you really see how big these malls are. We've been lost like 5 or 6 times already. Encouraging us to get in the middle and dance.
Yes, strawberry slushy. And it has like that bubble tea, the little bursty things in it.
Yeah. It's from this shop right here. Kobo, I think is the name of it.
What is it called?
Kobo.
Oh, Kobo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I don't know, it
Kobo.
looks kind of maybe Korean or Japanese.
I think it's going to be nice.
I'd say it is. We've been walking around for a bit. Obviously, the amount of steps you get is you don't realise how much you're just walking because the malls are so big.
Oh my god!
So is it nice?
Yeah.
We were getting a bit thirsty, so we said, "Oh, we'll stop and we'll get a drink." So we never had this before. Kobo is the name of the shop, and by the noise that just came out of you there a second ago, it must be good.
I'm not exaggerating. That is the nicest thing I've ever tried. It's
Really?
so good. Yeah. That's like they're like little chewy bits. I don't know what they are.
Give us a look.
These little things and like little jelly. So
Oh, with the
honestly,
truth.
so good. You're gonna love it. So good.
Oh my god,
I told you.
that is unreal.
It's unreal, isn't it? Like I'm not exaggerating. Honestly, it's really,
Oh my
really
god,
tasty.
that is unbelievable.
It's gorgeous. Give me some more. We should have got one each.
They come out of the bottom of it. They're like little, kind of like fruit, like.
But
And
like
the straws
jelly.
yeah, they're like jelly actually. Sorry.
They're a little bit chewy.
And the straw's real wide. That's why you're able to suck them from the bottom up in your mouth.
It's like the way you get the bubble
But
tea.
actually, it's like a milkshake or something, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, yeah. It's really nice. It's like the bubble tea little bits, but they more burst. There's a little bit of a chew off this. Honestly, it's so good.
That's. Oh, we'll be getting more of them, Amanda.
That's really, really tasty. But so far, honestly, the Mall of Asia, we keep saying it, but like even just bumping into that there, the marching band, and it's obviously part of the Mall of Asia because it was on their like drums and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's like a performance that they do every night. Like it's really like, as much as it's a mall, it's like a big entertainment complex as well. But yeah, it's deadly. It's definitely worth a visit if you come to Manila. Like you would spend the day here.
One thing that we've experienced about being in the mall, huge amount of security. When you go from one side of the mall to the other and you're kind of going from one building to the next, you have to go through like a metal detector thing and they keep checking what's in the bag, which is fine, but we've been in and out to different buildings about 6 or 7 times, so that's probably the one thing that's kind of, I wouldn't say frustrating, but like it's just heavy security. Oh, hello. Yeah. Okay, we're in the cyber zone, which is a gadget haven. By the looks of it, there's literally hundreds of shops just literally for like tech stuff. So hopefully we get a bit of luck and we get that hard drive. Wow, it's impressive here, isn't it? We slept like babies last night, honestly, walking around that mall. It's so big, we did some serious amount of steps. But our activities are not done just yet. We are heading up to a place called Intramuros, which is basically the Spanish kind of quarter. It's like a walled city. And we're not just going up to have a look at it, we're actually doing a bamboo bicycle tour. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a bike made completely from bamboo.
Right, that's really good.
What's the story?
So you need to show your ID, and once you have your ID, you have your driver's license, so that should be fine. And then it's 100 peso per hour to rent the bike. But you just pay that up front, and then you can rent it for longer than an hour if you need it. And then when you bring the bike back, you just pay the extra.
The difference? Oh,
yeah,
that's handy,
that's really cheap, isn't it, for a bike for an hour? And they're really cool as well. They're eco bamboo bikes, so the bike is made from bamboo. They're deadly.
First impressions of the bike, it's a little bit harder than it looks, isn't it? It's kind of got bizarre handlebars that I wouldn't be used to.
Yeah,
isn't it? It's the handlebars and stuff like that. Also my bag is right in the centre, I'll show you now. Hello, hi!
Hello!
Very well, thanks. A lot of that in the Philippines, a lot of just random people that you don't really know, just on the street saying hello and welcome to the Philippines and stuff like that, so that's quite nice.
They're so friendly, it's like they love having foreigners there, like,
yeah.
Which is nice and welcoming for us.
Absolutely.
Hello! Thank you! Hello! Hello! Hello!
Hi.
Oh, it's great. As soon as everyone sees the cameras, to be fair, it's just all like, hello! This is sort of cool. There's like street food vendors along this road. It's absolutely gorgeous around this area, honestly.
This seems like a very local part of the town. There's a lot of like street vendors, shops and things like that.
I know.
A lot of people just kind of walking around. There's a school also. Hi. Hello, hi.
Hello.
So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that this actually exists here in Manila.
It really is. I was just saying the same thing, like all the street food vendors, and it's actually just a really lovely area, isn't it, in the city? Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the roads. I'm forgetting. Right, so our first stop is Santiago Gardens, and we're not too sure if we can take the bikes in. I just see security there, so I'm going to go in and ask.
Very good. Oh. Man, my driving license is the deposit on these bikes, so.
No, that's great.
Hello, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
They're so cute, they're so nice. Yeah, so I'm going to go in and ask like that. The girl from the bike shop gave us a little map to follow, and yeah, this is the first stop. Right, so we're in the little park, and it is quite small actually, so we were going to take the bikes, but we've left them just up with the security, and it was 75 peso each to enter. It's quite nice, I must say.
Lovely. It's like
Isn't it gorgeous?
It's like a little garden area or something like that. There's a lot of people. Rob car there. There's a lot of people cleaning up and things like that and maintaining it, and there's a little shop there.
There's a little shop here, yeah. Selling little gifties.
Again, very Spanish.
Oh, very Spanish.
Mediterranean sort of stuff.
Very Spanish. You just knocked it down.
Oh my God, sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't realise that, sorry. Apologies.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry.
Do you want to get one, Keith?
I feel
Be
obliged
lovely,
to now
aren't you?
Sorry, thanks.
It's absolutely gorgeous, I have to say. Nice little walk around it. It's full of like flowers and trees and lovely plants.
Little garden area. It's lovely. There's actually a lovely breeze because I don't know what the story is, but since coming to Intramuros, it's just been 5 degrees or 10 degrees hotter than what Manila normally is.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's like walking into an oven. I said that to you,
I think it's because the sun is out. The last few days it was very hot, but the sun wasn't out, where today the sun is beaming down onto us.
Yeah, it's extremely hot. Yeah, we're just going to walk around and enjoy this little park.
there with an umbrella. I think that's the
I
the
think
way
we
to
need
go.
to invest in one, honestly. Look at that. That's not even normal. There's literally beads of sweat. Water, like just dripping out of my face. Can you see that?
We're done with the gardens. We're going to move on to the next spot. So there's a fort. Fort Santiago is also here, which is probably the number one thing to see in Intramuros. So we're going to go and do that next. The map is quite easy actually, although there's like lots of bits in it. We're just going to continue around the wall. So basically Intramuros is basically inside. It's a wall city basically. So we're going to just keep on the edge of the wall and just follow it around, like almost like a circle or a square.
Yeah, I don't
and
think
that should
it's
bring us to all the top spots basically. So
Yeah. I don't think it's too long, like, is it, to get around
no,
it?
I don't
It's
think,
just
I think
quite,
it's a
it's quite
small little area, yeah. But anyway, that was nice. I'm excited to get back on the bike and get a little bit of a breeze.
Oh yeah. Badly needed.
Thank you very much. Right.
Happy days.
No idea what we just paid for, because we are at Fort Santiago and we don't really know much about it, but that's what we're here to find out, I guess.
So yeah, 75 peso each it was in. So the same as the other park as well. It's probably just a general price, I guess, into these little parks, although this one seems a lot bigger.
Thank you very much.
Right, so yeah, I'm just after Googling a little bit about it so we could get some more information about the fort. It goes back to the 1500s and it was built by the Spanish. Today it stands as a memorial to the victims of World War II and the sacrifices of the Filipino people in pursuit of freedom.
It's also usually popular. There is far more people at this than there was at any of the other parts of Intramuros for sure. So it is obviously the highlight of this area. Obviously with the Spanish influence, it does feel like, as Matt said earlier, we're back in Europe. All the kind of that stone kind of architecture and stuff like that. Sort of something we haven't really seen in Asia. So it's nice to kind of see something a little bit different, I guess.
Gives us that homely feel of like the European feel. I'm not gonna lie, it really does, yeah.
Even though neither me or Samantha are Spanish.
No, we travelled a lot of Europe and we love Europe as well, and it just feels like we're back there. And Europe is very much, it has a lot of like old forts and history and all the stone walls and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just really nice.
Oh shit. Most people in here are walking, so we're trying our best not to run people over. Gets a little bit tight in places, so we're kind of weaving in and out.
This is probably one of the most comfortable bikes I've ever rode, honestly. Very comfortable. A bamboo bike. Yeah, I'd love one. I'd highly recommend, if you are coming to Manila, honestly, take a trip down to Intramuros and rent these bikes to get around. It's deadly.
We're starting to get delusional. We're at the pick of the seat to have a drink, and it's right beside the barbecue.
We're like, lovely over here in the shade. We'll cool ourselves down. Now we're choking on the smoke from the barbecue.
Yeah, smoke over.
And the heat from it as well.
So we're going to move over the other end.
What a day we had exploring another side of Manila. Honestly, we really enjoyed visiting Intramuros, such a beautiful side to the city, and of course shopping around the Mall of Asia, one of the biggest malls in the Philippines. We actually did another video as well. It was our first impressions of Manila, where we visited BGC and the Venice Mall. So if you missed that one, you should go and check it out. Anyway, for now we're going to close out this video, and we still have more to come from Manila, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of it. If you liked this video as well, please give it a thumbs up. You can also follow us over on our other social media platforms, so Instagram, TikTok and Facebook, for all of our daily uploads. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.